I can't believe that more people have not been talking about this. If you need a new true crime spiral, I have the documentary or the documentary book combo for you. Girl in the Picture is a documentary that came out on Netflix in 2022. And again, I do not know how more people have not discussed this case in the past 3 years. The no spoiler summary of this: the Girl in the Picture documentary is based off of the book A Beautiful Child by Matt Birkbeck. It discusses and dives into the unsolved death of Tanya Hughes, who was found on the side of the road late one night in Oklahoma. Her injuries weren't necessarily consistent with a hit-and-run victim. Tanya is at the hospital and she's starting to improve from her injuries, and doctors actually think that she's going to make a full recovery until her husband Clarence shows up at the hospital to visit her late one night, and all of a sudden she takes a turn for the worst, dying within only a few hours of him having come to visit her. Tanya and her husband are not who or what they appear to be. There's a kidnapping, another murder, and an assortment of all kinds of other crimes, including a bank robbery, mixed into this whole fiasco. I can't say much more without spoiling it for you because genuinely it is that wild of a ride. So if you don't want any spoilers, watch Girl in the Picture on Netflix, and if you like to read, this is the book. If you don't like spoilers, swipe up now because I'm about to give the spoiler version of this recommendation. Tanya is really Sharon, who's actually Suzanne, but we don't know if Tanya/Sharon actually knew that she was even really Suzanne. That's because her husband Clarence, who went by an assortment of other stolen identities, is actually Franklin Floyd, who was a career criminal and convicted pedophile who was on the run after escaping from prison when he kidnapped Suzanne, and then pretended to be daddy-daughter duo and then made her marry him to play husband and wife, and all the while he was really her abductor and abuser. And her mother never reported her missing, but Plenty of people saw what was going on here and openly admitted that they knew something was wrong, but not how wrong. Some knew how wrong it was, and nobody did anything. The story could not be more fucked up and has endless twists and turns. I'll leave it there as to not spoil it more for you. Highly recommend the documentary. Highly recommend the book because it has far more details that were left out of the documentary. This is a real true crime rabbit hole that is well worth the dive. Watch and read and let me know what you think in the comment section, because I am dying to discuss this one. It is insane. If you decide to spiral down this hole as deeply as I have, here's a list of other shows discussing this case, as well as books and podcasts, all giving way more information and insight into this craziness. And I don't know how, but the more you learn, the worse it actually gets. So you're welcome. Bookmark so you can find this information later. Make sure to like and follow for more. Thanks for choosing Facts Over Fuckery, and I will see you guys on the next video.